Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another session of Ask Zak with myself, Zak. And if you followed us over this last few episodes, you would have seen we're talking about change of season, and last week we talked about, of course, joint mobility when it comes down to our pets. And we're going to stay on that subject, but not joint mobility. We're looking at our pets and, of course, keeping our pets warm through this winter season, because the time is here. You can feel when you go out early in the morning, you've got to put on a jacket. It is definitely cooler, and especially if your pets are living outside, that the cold can influence them negatively. So first and foremost is, of course, provide your animals that live outside with basic shelter. If it's a dog kennel of plastic or wood, either way, it doesn't matter. It just needs to be good basic coverage, because what those kennels do is they protect the animals from wind, of course from frost, and at times those kennels are a little bit lifted from the ground, so it'll insulate them to keep them warm. Now, why would we want to keep those animals warm? Except that we care for them. The other thing is, an animal that tries to keep warm is going to focus on that only, and they're not going to be focused on looking after you, because dogs, we do tend to use them as our alarm systems, our safety, our protection. So it is very important to keep them comfortable, and so that they can be alert and look after you. Now, if you've got a basic kennel and you want to do a little bit more to keep your dogs warm, something that I've seen at a few customers is they drill a hole in top of the dog kennel and they install a red light like this, infrared light. It is a very cost-effective way of keeping your dogs warm. But of course, on the base of your dog kennel, it's always good to put in a bed or some form of insulation, additional insulation, whether it's a dog blanket or dog bed. Blankets like these, it's very warm, comfy, it's got a woolly inside, and it's a very nice thing to use for your pets to give them that extra additional warmth when they're staying in a kennel. Another thing that a lot of people ask for is they say the dogs tend to pull out their bedding and drag them out all over the yard. I've seen some people even take those bedding and just fix it to the bottom of the kennel, either through a screw or a nail, that they tie it to the base of the kennel so that the animals can't draw it out. Another thing that you can, of course, use is a nice warm dog jacket that you can put over the dog to insulate them, keep them warm, and of course keep them happy and alert in that way. Other things that you can do, of course, is put in a dog bed, a fluffy blanket, even if they're sleeping inside the house. Those things just keep them off the floor and keep them well insulated. Now, a lot of these things that I mentioned, not a lot of them, all of them, are available at your Alzu one-stop shop. And of course, the ranges, we've got the complete ranges. So you don't have to go for the most expensive dog bed. You can go for a budget option as well, if your wallet doesn't allow it. Or if you want to go a little bit more expensive, the whole range is available at your Alzu one-stop shop. So for any of these products, pop in, go meet the team, go see all the nice things that we've got to keep your pets warm this winter months coming. And don't be caught with your pants on your knees. Get it now before the cold hits, so that you are prepared for when the winter months arrive. So so from my side, until next week, same time, same place, have a lovely evening. Goodbye.